Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. There are rumblings in the XRP community that Ripple is doing worse than expected in the Ripple SEC litigation, which is why they decided not to incorporate XRP in its Liquidity Hub product. In this video, I'll explain why I think that's completely false, based on some mind-blowing data I came across that I think is legit and the real reason Ripple didn't include XRP in their Liquidity Hub offering. I feel compelled to impart it upon you. I'd also like to elaborate on Jeremy Hoban's recent tweet thread, which claims that Ripple is doing significantly better than the SEC. If you haven't seen it yet, I think you'll agree that XRP will never be considered a security after reading it. Finally, I want to talk about something that is glossed over at the end of the video. For this reason, the XRP ledger's consensus mechanism stands out as one of the best in use today. Unfortunately, few individuals are paying attention. In case you're thinking, hey, I really don't know anything about its consensus mechanism, I'm here to reassure you, I don't either. I think you'll pick up some extremely useful information by watching the whole video. First and foremost, I hope this film will help put an end to the hatred that seems to have spread across our culture. And that's why Ripple didn't include XRP in their Liquidity Hub product. They thought they'd lose the Ripple SEC case. After we talk about what John Dean said, I'll tell you the real reason I think Ripple decided not to include XRP in this offering. And I think you'll agree that it was a really astute strategy to guarantee their victory over the SEC. But before I do that, I'll show you what John Dean actually stated, as doing so will clear up a number of misunderstandings. He said that XRP is not included in Ripple's database. The case has nothing to do with how liquid XRP is in the US Liquidity Hub product. This is not to say that Ripple has given up or is expecting bad news. According to John Dean, even if XRP isn't yet traded in the United States, a large portion of the Liquidity Hub's users will be located in or have ties to the country. Furthermore, most US corporations cannot engage with XRP without potentially violating SEC regulations. Why would Ripple introduce a product containing XRP? Because of the potential for legal complications with the SEC. Some businesses may feel compelled to approach Ripple and express their desire to remove XRP from their product. It's possible that right now you're thinking this argument is completely ridiculous and defies logic. However, these customers will eventually be required to file quarterly reports with the SEC, and nobody likes dealing with the SEC. Everyone is being as cautious as they can and staying away from potentially divisive topics. So, if all that's needed is a request to Ripple, hey, can you make sure we don't have any access to XRP? Ripple will make sure those clients are taken care of. Ripple, ultimately, must look out for their own interests. Launching a product without XRP for the time being and adding it later once it has achieved clarity is the best course of action going forward. I want to tell you something that may seem unrelated to our current topic of conversation. However, I'll make a connection to something else that will aid in your understanding. Furthermore, I think Jeremy Hoban was given an excellent justification a few days ago for why Ripple did not include XRP in the Liquidity Hub service. One of his tweets was particularly insightful, in which he outlined why he doesn't think XRP would be categorized as a security. To put it simply, he talked. To conclude, finally. According to an analyst employed by the SECs, most of the XRP price fluctuation since 2018 has been unrelated to Ripple. For these reasons, it is highly unlikely that a jury would find the SEC had met its burden of proof on the third element of the Howey test. Since the vast bulk of proof suggests that buyers of XRP did not rely on Ripple's efforts. Therefore, Ripple should emerge victorious. Because you read it. Importantly, Jeremy Hoban is arguing that the SEC was obligated to stop contesting one of the Howey test's tenets even before this point. The SEC bases its entire legal case on the Howey test. It hinged on the SEC's interpretation of the Howey test. The SEC was unable to substantiate one of their allegations, however, because their own expert could not produce evidence that XRP reacted to Ripple news. Therefore, evidence that XRP holders were reliant on Ripple is crucial. Put a premium on their XRP. You may be thinking, well, that's a pretty big win, right about now? I agree entirely that XRP is not a security after hearing the following. But what does this have to do with the Liquidity Hub? We don't need Ripple since it would make XRP more expensive. I recently went through why demonstrating your case to the court is so important. Thus, making any sort of announcements at this time would be a horrible idea. No, XRP has nothing to do with Ripple. A dingo ate my XRP and tweeted its awesome new moniker and disapproval of the Liquidity Hub debate. If Ripple is directly boosting the usefulness of XRP, you probably shouldn't release products in the middle of that scenario. When your whole legal case against the SEC hinges on the fact that XRP is decentralized from the company and Ripple. Ripple's primary goal in the ongoing SEC action is to portray itself as separate from XRP. This issue is finally winding down. Even though Ripple has previously done an excellent job of making this happen, they are taking no chances. What better proof that Ripple is not reliant on XRP than the launch of a solution that incorporates other cryptocurrencies in addition to XRP? Ripple intends to achieve this exact result. The company has amassed a sizable holding of XRP because it is a valuable cryptocurrency. They rely on it. They might use Bitcoin or Ethereum instead. Ripple is not obligated to use XRP exclusively. The product they are releasing right now doesn't even include XRP. Is there any other proof necessary to show that Ripple and XRP have no contractual relationship? Do I have that correct, that there is no such thing as an investment agreement? Yes, Bitcoin is in use here. Can we then consider it a safety measure? Ripple is giving the SEC a presentation. Hello. Does our use of Ethereum make it a security for you? It didn't waste all of my XRP, but it does help them out. You've hit the nail on the head. Even if Liquidity Hub ceases to exist in 10 years and XRP isn't added for another 4 months, nobody will remember it. The judge or the SEC on appeal may, however, take into account the fact that Ripple is releasing products that do not even involve XRP. If other cryptocurrency exchanges also accept XRP, how can we call it a security of Ripple solely because they do? What I hope to prove to you is that for the time being, it's best for Ripple and any other companies making use of Ripple's products to play it safe. It seems unlikely that XRP will soon see clarification if Ripple also uses these other cryptocurrencies that have no evident connection to Ripple. They will continue to exercise extreme caution to ensure that the SEC has no grounds for pursuing action against them. And I think that's exactly what's happening right now. And when those times come around again, when we want to stress out, we'll just look back and say, yep, that was all funny, as the SEC claims XRP will be instantly added to the Liquidity Hub once it is determined that it is not a security, which I believe will happen in a few months when it ripples out of the graph. To conclude this video, I'd like to touch on a topic that gets far too little attention in the XRP community, the protocol's consensus mechanism. Stefan, it's not Ripple that has me holding ZORP, it's the Federated Byzantine Agreement. Tweeted, you're associated with someone I consider to be among the most intelligent in the XRP community. Modern consensus approaches are complicated, and I would be lying if I said I was an expert on them. Ethereum's blockchain is protected by miners that mine blocks by processing transaction data. Proof of stake, in which case people invest in it, is used to secure the blockchain in the same way that proof of work is used to secure the blockchain in Bitcoin. However, XRP differs significantly from other cryptocurrencies in that it provides no benefit to the security of the protocol. Due to time constraints, I can't go into great depth, but the XRP ledger is nothing more than a network of computers that all agree on the status of past transactions. Their understanding is not monetary in nature. Verifying a transaction's worth is unclear. However, front-running is a major problem in Ethereum. In essence, if you're willing to pay more, you can avoid the consensus mechanism. However, this is not allowed on the XRP ledger. XRP is fundamentally different from these other blockchains in that there is no value involved in securing the consensus. For the simple reason that few individuals give this any thought. This is a very important concept for you to grasp. No one has ever considered something like that. Ethereum is not a reliable platform for back-end company operations. If the biggest companies can always stay ahead by supporting conflict, the system can never work since there is no neutral way to gain an advantage. The XRP blockchain works wonderfully. If there is no financial incentive for maintaining the XRP ledger, you may be wondering why anyone would bother. Why would any node still use it for anything? Because of this shared goal, everyone who utilizes the XRP ledger will do their part to ensure its continued success. Previous blockchain implementations have attempted to remunerate participants in the network. However, if a network is worthwhile, its patrons will invest in it to maintain its survival. This is a significant difference between XRP and other blockchains currently in use. In contrast to what Stefan said, I also think this will be crucial to XRP's success compared to other chains. I didn't go into great detail, but I can go into more if you guys are interested. Since I don't think many people consider things like this, I figured I'd give you guys a brief explanation of why this is such a significant advantage for XRP and why it will be vital to making sure XRP is in the best position possible to help in the formation of the new financial system. Anyway, I greatly value your being here today, gentlemen. I trust you found this update interesting. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.